are going to be jam-packed this hour.
All right, well, let's cover the world of sports, and we're going to do that right now with Larry Cotlar. Good morning, sir.
Larry, looks like we have an umpire joining us in the studio today.
You do have an umpire, high school umpire. Now, I was planning to leave from here and go out and umpire some 8th grade games this morning, but just got the phone call that they've canceled because of the weather. Mother Nature has not been kind to ball teams of all sorts, baseball, softball teams, just, because of the weather. And the things about an 8th grade game, a lot of times for that, because they want to keep the field in good shape for the varsity games.
Oh, sure.
But I will tell you this, there's a shortage of umpires. If you ever want a great part-time job, be an umpire. I'm serious, because you get to be outside, you can see the tan. You get to be outside. I do girls softball, but there's also baseball, so you get to be around a bunch of kids. It's a great time.
How do people get a hold of somebody if they want to get a gig like that?
I'll tell you what, you can contact me.
All right.
Just contact me and I'll put them in the right direction.
Okay, that works.
But it's really a great part-time job. You're active, you just keep moving, and it's fun.
That's excellent.
Yeah. And you don't get yelled at as much as you think.
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Well, I don't know. I never had that many problems.
Especially if you were the umpire, I'd yell all the time.
I'm sure you probably would.
Okay.
But anyway, you were mentioning Drake before.
Yep.
Drake Stadium is going to be the highlight of the day. In fact, for the weekend, because they've got the United States Track and Field Championships there for the 3rd time. They had them in 2010, 2013, and now this year. And you're talking about 14 American record holders, 2 world record holders are going to be there. 19 athletes who recently won the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships. People like Jenny Simpson and Shelby Houlihan will be competing against one another in the 1,500 meters. A little bit later on today, as a matter of fact, 3:35, and then the final is on Saturday at about 3:45 as well. You also have Carissa Schweizer, 6-time NCAA champion who went to Dowling Catholic, and she's competing in the 5,000. Now, Shelby Houlihan is also competing in the 5,000. So you got these Iowa connections.
Yeah, love the local ties.
Yeah.
Yep, and the 5,000 meters is going to be run on Sunday. Now, remember, this is different than the relays. This goes through Sunday. The relays, as you know, always end on Saturday. But this goes through Sunday. They'll start at 1 o'clock today. And the weather won't stop this, because you have to have it.
Right, and the surface is designed to be able to be utilized, regardless of what the surface is. Now, lightning will stop them, but that's a totally different story.
Right. Well, and by the way, over the weekend, this will be televised on NBC, and I don't mean NBC Sports Network. I mean NBC.
Full-blown NBC.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Well, there's a ton of athletes that were in the last Olympics and the potential ones that will fill the spots for the next Olympics.
Yep, that's exactly right. So you want to see the best in the country. You're going to see them this weekend at Drake Stadium.
Right here in Des Moines.
You want to check that out. Matt Campbell has a new contract, the football coach at Iowa State.
So they think he's going to work out, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, 7-5 last year, 5-4 in the Big 12, upset 2 top 5 teams, and went to the first bowl game since 2012. Now, his new contract, he was making $2.1 million, which I don't think anybody here feels sorry for anybody making $2.1 million.
Right.
But the next one's going to make 3.5. So that's a pretty good hike.
That's a nice bump.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I can't even figure. That sounds like a 60% bump or something like that. And also, the athletic department will provide an additional $1 million for incremental staff raises, which to a lot of head coaches is very, very important.
Oh, it's vitally important.
You want to keep your guys around. Yeah.
Because it's not just you.
Right.
It's the people that you build around you.
Yep, exactly. And there's a $7 million buyout. So
he can't sprout wings and take off.
He can. Don't get me wrong, because with these contracts, it's going to cost. It's going to cost. And the reason they're doing this, obviously, if you remember last year when they knocked off Oklahoma and they knocked off, I forget who other top 5 team, you heard all the rumors about, oh, he's not going to stay at Iowa State. He's going to go somewhere big. He's going to go big time. Well, they want to knock that down. You don't want to. They don't want fans thinking that every time Iowa State gets a big win, and hopefully there'll be a lot of them, that they're just going to up and leave.
Yeah, so this pretty much gives you a little security.
A little security. I mean, there's no guarantees. It doesn't, just because the guy gets that doesn't mean he'll stay there the whole time. But you hope that he will. Hey, I got to mention the Menace. Menace are off to the best start in their 25-year history.
Nice. Really?
Yes. Yes, they won again last night in Chicago. That was back-to-back wins in Chicago. They're now 9-0. Well, I guess 9-0-0 because no ties either.
Oh, that's even better.
PDL. Yeah. Now they're coming home to play Kaw Valley Football Club this Saturday. Kaw Valley is the PDL affiliate of Sporting Kansas City.
Okay.
So this will be a heck of a match on Saturday, but get out there and enjoy your undefeated Des Moines Menace.
You can't start any better than that.
Pretty tough. Yeah. Pretty tough. And then one final thing I wanted to address quickly was the draft tonight, NBA draft.
Yeah, that's right. I saw a little bit about this on flipping through some cable channels that people getting geared up.
Yep, NBA draft tonight. Phoenix has the first pick. They're expected to take DeAndre Ayton, 7-footer, who happens to be going to Arizona, so he won't have to move far from there. I mean, some of the other names you're hearing: Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley III, Michael Porter, the kid who went to my alma mater, Missouri, and got hurt about the first minute and a half, and only played very sparingly at the end, but he was always considered a lottery pick, and they think he'll be a lottery pick. And one interesting one is Trae Young. Trae Young's the kid who went to Oklahoma last year and led the league, led the country in scoring, and I believe he led him in assists too. And that's what he said is his goal, is he wants to lead the NBA in scoring and assists. Now, I don't know if he'll be able to do that his first year. There's a lot of speculation that the Knicks will take him, and you know what the spotlight's going to be like if he's in New York.
Yeah, it would be brutal.
It would be brutal.
No question about it. Speaking of Knicks, this will also be Nick Nurse's first time in the NBA draft as head coach, right?
That's right. And by the way, he's on Cotlar and Company.
He is.
Today. How about that? Great segue. Great segue. He's on the program today. Also, we're going to talk with Chuck Long. The Iowa games are coming up, so we want to talk with him about that. Dixie Wooten. Of course, the Barnstormers in the playoffs tomorrow night, and Curtis Chin, his assistant coach. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head the fourth one. It's going to drive me crazy. Oh, Blake Bolden.
Oh, really?
The relays director, talking about the USA Track and Field Championships. And you see it right there. But today we're on at 4 o'clock because of Cubs. Darn Cubs moved us back. So 4 to 5 p.m. on 1350 ESPN. I think you'll enjoy it.
Great lineup there. Thank you, Con, man.